Right, hi, so maybe it's best to sit this way, I don't know. Yeah, sorry if this video is a bit pants, but I'm sorry that I've not updated for a while. I've just been, I'm not gonna lie, not only have I been really busy, I've been like quite up and down with my moods and things, so I've not really felt like doing a video as such. But I thought, well, you know, time's getting on and I need to really update people because I had people asking. Because the last video I put on was when Kobe was poorly in hospital. As you can see, he's all good now, aren't you? You're a good boy. You're not going to nick a camera. He's looking at the camera. He is 7 weeks and 5 days today. So he's getting a big boy now. And I'll just go over a little bit of the last few weeks to update you on quickly. So, you know, he's such a good baby. I mean, at the moment we're co-sleeping. Well, we're not now, sort of. I'm transitioning back into his own bed now, but we ended up co-sleeping because every single night from when he was newborn, he would stay awake till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Not crying, just moaning and groaning, and he'd be kicking and flying his arms about in his Moses basket, and I just couldn't sleep. Because as long as he was awake, I was awake. And after so many days, I got to the point where I was so exhausted, I couldn't take it anymore, not having no sleep, and I got Blossom to look after as well. And so eventually we just ended up putting him in our bed. We took the correct measures of safety and things to make sure, you know, he was in a safe position and there was barriers and things so as he couldn't be rolled on, etc. And that went quite well, and now we're just slowly transitioning him back into sleeping into his own bed because we don't want him to get into the habit of wanting to sleep with us constantly because we're all kind of squished. We can't turn over in bed. The bed's not really big, so there's been that. And at the moment he is waking every 2 hours in the day. Well, I'm saying waking, he stays awake in between quite a few of his feeds now, but he feeds about every 2 hours in the day, every 3 hours in the night. Now and again he will go 4 hours after one of his feeds in the night. And he's actually teething now as well. He was born with 2 teeth. I don't think he's going to let me show you. No. You won't let me show everyone, will you? Your teethies. No. Anyway, he was, yeah, like I said, he was born with 2 teeth, and he started the last couple of days. He started getting very funny with the boob because he's breastfed, where he'd go for latch on and then he'd keep coming off and crying, and every time the boob went in his mouth, he'd start crying again, and I couldn't understand what was wrong with him, and I only clicked in when he started putting his fist in his mouth and like chewing on it. And my little girl started doing that when she was teething. So obviously what must be happening is when he's trying to feed, when it's pressing on his gums, it must be uncomfortable and sore, and that must be why he's not feeding very well. But we got him a little teething dummy thing, and I've been putting it in the freezer, and then I'll hold it in his mouth because he can't hold it in himself because he's too young yet. And he does have a good chomp on it, and that seems to help. So we're just doing that at the moment because there's not really anything we can give him painkiller wise yet because he's too young and he's not even had his first vaccinations yet. He has them in 3 days. He has his first vaccinations, so I'm dreading that a bit because I can't stand seeing babies have needles. It upsets me so much, but I know it's for the best for him and he does need them. He's growing so quick. Like I said, he was £9 10 ounce when he was born, and I had him weighed last week, just over a week ago now, and he was £13 4 ounces. So I dare say he's near £14 now. He's in 3 to 6 month clothes. Never even fit in his newborn clothes. Went straight into 0 to 3, and then now he's in 3 to 6. Can't believe it. He's growing so fast. He started smiling at 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks. He did his first proper smile, and then he never stopped smiling. Now he's smiling and squealing all the time. He started interacting with his play gym now and like hitting the toys with his hands, and he's getting to know his own hands now, where he'll sit touching his face and putting his hands together and playing with his fingers and just getting to know himself. You know, seems like he's going to sleep now. I'll give him his second lot of his feed in a minute. The way I feed him at the moment is I'll feed him off one breast, and then he'll fall asleep. So then I will try to wind him. I can't really usually get any wind up. Then I'll change him, which wakens him up again. Then he has a feed off the other breast, because if I feed him off only one and then leave him, he wakes up again and wants to feed again in half an hour. So that's the way I work it, and then he has a feed in 2 hours, and it stops me becoming engorged and stuff on one side as well. We've had no problems with like nappy rash or anything like that. He had a bit of milk rash on his face the first, I think it was week 2 and 3. It was gone by week 4. It's just starting to get a little bit of cradle cap on the top of his head here now, so I'm going to use some Dentanox on his head to help clear that up. And there's not really been any problems with him at all, apart from when he had the bronchiolitis and was in hospital. Apart from that, he's not been poorly, he's not really been a sicky baby. He's absolutely brilliant. He does like to be picked up a lot and held a lot of the time, but occasionally will go down on his play gym and stay on there for a little while I'm working. I started back working when he was 4 weeks old because I own my own business, so that's been a little bit difficult, fitting in work with him and with my other child. She's doing quite well with him, to be fair. She doesn't seem to have much jealousy. And you're fast asleep, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yeah, she doesn't seem to have a lot of jealousy. Another thing, my partner Ashley, he actually bought me a camera for Christmas that was meant to be for me vlogging. It was a bit similar to a GoPro, but it was like Go Extreme or something. But when I had a look at like the specs and things on it, the camera was only 12 megapixel and the camera on my phone's 16. So I thought, and I looked at reviews and things, and I thought for how much you paid for it, it was like £100 and something, and I thought it's not really worth it for what it is. So I'm still using my phone, and I'm hoping to buy a new camera, but one that's obviously better than my phone, not lower quality. So I'll get round to that at some point, and I may start doing like updates on Kobe separately, and then do a bit more vlogging, because I didn't really do a lot of just normal daily life vlogging during my pregnancy. I think I may have only done 2 or 3 through the whole 9 months, so I'm going to start getting that up and running again, and I'll just see how things go. I can't guarantee I'm going to put the stuff up all the time or it's going to be really decent, but I will try to do my best. But things are a little bit hectic at the moment. So that's about it really. If you want to ask any questions, because I'm not sure I've answered things I have or I haven't answered about him at the moment. I mean, there's some things I could catch up on a different video. He takes a soother, but he only has that very rarely, when just before he's due a feed usually. But yeah, there's not a lot else to update him on. Not a lot else has happened. Nothing bad's happened, which is a good thing. But yeah, that's about it. And I think I'm gonna end this video now, because I'm just kind of blabbing on now for no reason at all. So I'll leave it at that. I might do a postpartum video as well, show you my belly and all that stuff to let you know how I'm getting on and update you on what happened there, because there hasn't been a lot of good stuff that's happened with me post giving birth, and I've not really done a birth vlog in such. I've updated you on the whole birth and what happened, so I'll get that done at some point as well. So I'll leave it at that, guys, and I'll best wake him up for his other feed. You wake up! Yay! Master Goby! Now, right, I'll see you later, guys.